She said, all of my bitches got.
Hey, this is DTS Deep Talks with Sarah, and today we're gonna get deep, close, and personal with my guest today, which is Torrance. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. Our topic today is love. What is love to you? What does it mean? How deep can we get about love? Okay, so my first question to you is, what does love mean to you?
Love to me is in three parts. It's emotion, it's action, and it's an actual lifestyle. The first part is emotion. Emotion is something that you feel inside of you. When you see that person, you get that twinkle in the eye. When you see them, you smile, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. And when you get near them, your heart beats so fast you feel like you're gonna throw up.
Like a visual connection.
Exactly.
Got you.
So then you got the action part of it. You'll do anything for that person. The person come home, their feet hurt, you rub their feet, rub their back, make their favorite meal, iron their clothes. All these things are outward expressions of love. Then you got the lifestyle. Somebody should be able to tell that you love that person. They should be like, you know what? They're in love. They love that person. They're gonna do anything for them.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
The last one you said, I think it was lifestyles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. It should be something that's done every single day. It should be something that you live in. It should never, ever, ever stop because it should be consistent. It should never depend on the person's actions or what they're doing or how they treat you. It should always shine through because love isn't temporary. It's a forever emotion.
I like your answer. I really like that a lot. I love how you said that it isn't temporary, that it's emotional too. My next question would be, how has society changed the meaning of love? How do you feel that society has the impact on love?
Well, if you look at the early 1900s, we'll just start there because that's where we have a great track record of video and everything like that. Okay. Love wasn't portrayed as sex. Love, women had dresses that went from the top to the bottom, and they didn't have cleavage showing or anything like that. So it was based off of their true personality. As time progressed, women became, degraded, and they were based off of their looks. So as time went on, it became more and more and more and more sexual.
So more appealing to the eye,
exactly,
to the guy's perspective and standpoint of view, right?
Exactly. So instead of courting a woman now, you got swipe right, swipe left. And for those of you who don't know what courting is actually going to the house, asking permission to date the daughter and giving the intentions and taking them out on a date and not waiting for a 3-month rule or a 30-day rule to have sex or anything like that. It's to actually make an emotional connection.
So let me stop you there. Have you made any emotional connections with love already?
I have, but there's also been false connections.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is I thought it was a connection, and because I wanted it so bad and lust came in there, I got blinded by puppy love, which is basically a surface shallow.
Puppy love is always the general topic of how love, or what you think is love, may start off with. Would you say?
Yeah, because, when you first see him, you're like, oh, I love him, or I like him. Okay, this is getting good. She's looking at me like this, and I'm like, all right. Then she gets on your nerves. That's true love. When she can get on your nerves and you can still walk in there and say, I love you, then you're getting somewhere. Because if somebody you can't stand that person, but you can still want to be up under them, you love them.
What is the right time to say I love you to a person?
There's never really a right time. It's all in the timing of how you feel in your heart. Because the moment you say it for the first time, your heart will connect to theirs. And when you meet eyes, you've already said that you love them through your eyes. The smile that you gave them all day, you just never said it through your lips. So when you feel that special connection and you actually give that to them, and then you're like, I love you, the person should melt. They should feel it in their heart, their knees, their stomach, their throat. And then from there on, there shouldn't be a baby, but because you should have proper steps to save yourself.
Yeah.
But, on a serious note, you should be able to feel that before it even is said.
So, being said, most guys nowadays in society, this generation, sometimes just like to do what they do and tell a woman what they need and what they want to hear to get what they want.
I'll tell you why. And it's because of examples. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll use that example as their father, and they'll use it as an excuse. Now, excuses build monuments to nothing, and those who use them are seldom good for anything. That's the definition of excuse. So what they'll do is they'll say, my father did this, so I'm going to do it. I saw my mom let boyfriends do this to her, so I'm going to do that. Instead of being better and being a standard and rising above it, what they'll do is they'll just, oh, I want sex from this girl. Oh, she got a fatty, let me get that. Or you know what, I got this chick on Monday, I got this Tuesday chick, I got a Wednesday chick. You know, I got the days of the week, I got a roster. You know, some dudes call it a roster. I got the starting 5, I got the starting 11. But they never take the time to understand that in order to fully love a woman, you have to give all of your attention, because if you're doing something scattered, you'll never do it right.
I got you on that. Would you say love is generational, as in like, would you say love is learned, or love is learned by that one person? So, would you say that that's like a thing? Like, do you think love is like learned from the mom and the dad? Like, do you think people look up to that as in how they should love?
Of course. I mean, because there's always a woman that looks to her father for love, and there's always a son that looks to his mother. That's why you got mama's boys. That's why you got daddy's girls. And the reason why is, like my daughter, me and her will go on a date. I want her to know what dating is.
Daddy-daughter date.
Exactly. So, you know, she knows daddy opens the door. She knows that daddy will do this for her. And if a dude does not treat her the way daddy does, he don't deserve to be in her life.
So that is generational to you. And I see it means a lot to you, because I see it in your eyes that it means something to you. Your daughter must look up to you as a father figure, like she is.
Yep. So it can be something, because I never learned that from my father. My father was abusive, and he abused my mother. So that's why I say I don't use excuses. I used what was done to me to be better.
Got you.
So I saw abuse, I don't abuse. I didn't see the proper love, I give love.